Yo, we shall mo bibi akwaba. Ba Dr. Red Politics. So, read mo aba no abomodi ana wa share video no. And I heard him said Ghana Blasters and kunim die beba. It is a woman Black Star JC no and just say nyina no yes go Black Stars, go Black Stars. You heard him say in kunim die be dia under the captainship of Jordan Ayew. Metie no Jordan Ayew metie ne kasa. The interviews be more no. He spoke very, very well. He spoke very well. Clearly, a mark of a leader. And he was honest, he was truthful, and he also assured, say, Bibia be fine. And he also understand when Ghanaians complain, because that is what a Juma Omafa to almost no. Sanity. Ti otiasie se Ghana phobe complain. Abusia me no be din komo bi wa ha. Komo we nkomo a ma memfa menye ro connected na me ma lady echa akwaba owura Abraham wase owura Isaac wase my beautiful viewers a omo hwe me etie me wo YouTube nyina me ma mo akwaba assembly koso na I think say maye Ghana nyina kasa ma afọ de me kasa na asem no aidey na etu akotwere baby eda bibibi koso wo Ghana I think is of great concern na obi ti se many de e be kan no na kire to me anything you see a fight corruption. You see a fight against leaders omudi kwan bone so na yedi to me show omo sa omo bo man ne kro no na se be fight corruption dia why mo na so mo fight corruption institutions of the state and say fight corruption and ebusia for me boa obi abedi adanse say Barack Obama ba Ghana mere bi etwem oba ye wo kan asem bi o say the Ghana here a stronger institution and ampa ene amemu a John Dramani Mahama obu no o say oba ensure say institutions will be allowed to work now institutions are ebeye adwuma no eye nipa ene wo institution ni ene ebeye adwuma ama adwuma na ede akoso so clearly nipa no a wo mo ye adwuma no ane be hu ekwan obefa so a wo be ye o adwuma under the laws of the country obusia tie mi ye ene saying and I mean that sorry, after my birthday, Ghana on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. I mean on social media. More wishing me, no. One wishing me well beyond raising ye. One wishing me well beyond so dear more wishing mammy biano and yamochefa. Now I am so surprised to say and the NPP government are fighting against the very people who are fighting against corruption. It's really appalling. I'm really saddened by a political party woman bought modern to fight against corruption. Na nunti Ghana for sure so to abakesi editia. Today, omo opposition political party. And this opposition political party, everything within their might to stop the fight against corruption. Now, TBA. So the question here is say, I didn't think NPP and stop it, the fight against corruption. I didn't try. Is it because they say they know themselves, say they are a corrupt political party, and that they will do everything within their might to stop any political party fighting against corruption? I think it's a question we here say you share Ninchiremu because Ghana for Kotoaba. Now, no be a tree, Momo to Abama MPP for say, one make sure say, one fight against the corrupt officials and now corrupt government appointees. So today, say, Abain be a ba. Now, ono they also fight corruption. And then an MPP for sorry, Tiasa Abain. What are they afraid of? Abusian. Questioner, me busan. And then an MPP for through. In Tia, Abaya ba all fighting corruption. MPP for stop sa abain na aba. Me busan. MPP for moa munyima no. Because munya mo chance to fight against corrupt officials. 8 good years. Ghana former mu to me say, mon fan fighting against corrupt officials. Na say 8 years mo ntimi anya hwe. Na mo ntimi amboa wo man no. Am fighting against corruption. And they mo yaw sapon ne say aban bi aba onamra kwan so all fighting corruption. Mo how ne say, what is your problem? Say yen bomodiani and sponsor some corrupt journalist. Na omumbra entin time so no omum create a scene say adwuma aban na ye no. Ni frustrate the job of the government in power today. Mekae says NDC we need power. Some journalists will fight the government. Say edwuma warrior. Mana kwenya ana ekwanya or the edwuma. And I think any Ghanaian or every Ghanaian who is a lover of democracy and want to see our democracy thrive, this is the time you have to come together and support the national security to fight against these corrupt officials. And they omofia, omamemu, bone, tan, any corruption Ghana for to abetia. So we should allow the national security operatives to work. We should allow the likes of Mr. Jakpa, who is the director of operations and the national security, to do their job. As simple as that. The very Ghanaian will be crying that we should fight corruption. Ghanaians will be shouting and screaming, let's fight corruption. We need a government that will come and fight corruption. And now our government are also fighting corruption. Also say persons that are suspected in the previous government. The same Ghanaian, being some Ghanaians being sponsored by Ghana, say yenya wudede. Say aban no tata nkofo. What do you mean? Say aban no tata nkofo. So clearly you guys were happy. You guys are okay. Media Makase. National security should go after any person our Bomodinia misappropriate state funds, monies that was meant to develop our great nation. Obibia Udi says can be entering to. Yes. And I mean Concordia. You see, a friend is an NPP for say Adena national security for Eyo Majuma, woman tea, Omuko Apai. They have problems with national security. Oh my goodness. For your information, as someone is see here, and they NPP for young who they know, omobua. They know clearly that behind a year they know omoyano. Behind they know omoyano, omabokrono, edigane. Into omo medisikano. And I pesikani bi no one GBD ama journalist for be say. Munko na munko support you, munko na munko ye dede, munko na munko enko kanche Ghana for say NDC tata omoboa. NDC for no so amonso mo ka NDC party mo a mo so no mo ye nsemhunu ne nsemfo a mo pese eniema ese ye ne ye de chi wo mo bo okoro no. Oso mo hwem huyi. Na muntie ye the Ameba Beka. And now let me read from a former health minister, Bernard Okuboy. He's my man, but let me speak truth to him and put sense into his fantastic head. The former Minister of Health, Dr. Bernard Okuboy, has criticized the approach by Richard Jakpa and his team from the National Security in their raids on former government officials in the country. For your information, they are acting in accordance with law. My dear Abner Grant, I see you. Obusianfo more TikTok, mon tap na mon shema mo hwemo YouTube nso. Mon tap. TikTok for isema mote meka. If there is any noise at the background, I'm on check me TikTok for. Now, yentie ni. What say? The approach by the national security. Mr. Richard Jakpa, the director of operations, special operations, no. That means that this person, this former minister, is trying to say he is not somebody who respects the laws of the country. Because Mr. Jakpa and the national security and the state are working in accordance with law. And into be obeying. Yen stopping then the state. Yen stopping Mr. Jakpa. Yen stopping a national security. That person is not a lover of democracy. The person is not a lover of democracy. Because if you are a lover of democracy, you encourage the institutions to work. So why are we stopping the institutions? Why are we trying to throw dust into the eyes of Ghanaians? Yes, sorry, I say, we want to fight corruption. Sanieka. Ghanaians are corrupt. Majority of people say politicians are corrupt. State institutions are corrupt. Now we've gotten people who are ready to fight corruption too. We say, hey, why are they doing what they are doing? You live in America. You live in Europe. You live in UK. Do you think it's corruption? Sometimes some of our people are very funny. Some of our Ghanaians, are funny. They are the same people that will say, crucify him. No, I have said time without number. The reason why you call IMF Ekobo Busiani Nina is because you saw corruption. Now, for your information, I'm saying it here for Ghanaians and NPP to understand. Say, Mr. Jakpa, the state and national security, they worked in accordance with the law. And intina, the deputy attorney general, Abba Bontiambeka said, and now one more de call ye keke. No more cononson, by Jane Krata, I say so much inquired, Equio Majuma. It is only a journalist now take Peace FM and now Neat FM. Now the wounds the numbers of educating Ghanaians are. I pity you. You are enemy of state. Yes. You are an enemy to the democracy of our great nation. Look at what Paul Ademochi is saying. Ademochi lists Esla, Gabi, and other NPP gurus on Jakpa's next list of raids. I'm going to go for Esla also cannot sleep in Ghana. What mean that Ghana? And I know I'm Singapore. I bet you know Morocco. Esla also. Yes. I'm telling you. Madam Esla Ousu. What na Ghana? Abayibe is a mabobrapa. Muntina Ghana. Someone amus yes, you are not corrupt. If you are not corrupt, where are you running to? Mu kwahin. Mu dwania kwahin. If you people say you are not corrupt, if you are not corrupt, stay in the country. Barack Obama, free so, on any ministers, any appointees, one take America. Rishi Sunak, free so, on any ministers, any appointees, one that's UK, Omunyanenko Africa, and Kotite. Joe Biden, now you free so, one in a vice president, Omunyanati Krum, Omunyanenko, Ghana penny, ye to a baby. Now, politicians, we are cron for the door. One so we are seeking to know what to tell Mujanigani. Muntina Krumbo and face the law. Samunya here, be bold and stay. Don't run away. So clearly, when we come about a year, the Bank of Ghana, former governor for Bank of Ghana, a year, national security call the fee. Mra omuko ne fie no omo de mra kwan so nti monka nkire okoboy say national security for omo de mra kwan so na call eye the governor of national security why nti omo njai yanyaso no aye omo tuetue no and of course the attorney general deputy attorney general Abba Bontin kra e de asema beto say look adwuma no a national security for ye no omo ye ne mra kwan so nti e ma omo nye omo adwuma na ye pesa dodo obi aba obeba bia so be fight corruption bia na ye twa ye ho ba be ye no ye friend is partisan we should allow the national security and the state to work and fight against evil corrupt politicians under Akufo-Addo's government omo embezzle ewia yensika. Now, I call a year Dr. Addison, if he more information, journalists have more information. Me more information. I'm reliably informed from a satellite team. Me satellite, maybe BS or Ghana, they give me information. So according to my satellite team, a national security call Ora Addison fee no. Almost 2 sika. Almost 1 million Ghana cedis. Dollars the no nyamba you. Dollars nko omokoto no ni fie. Ora aye Addison fie. Enye sika ketwa. Ni fie on otwa sika. Mumusa no say national security buy no sika sign on betu no ni fie. Ghana cedis millions do sign and on betu no ni fie. Dollars do sign and on betu no ni fie. National security amfa bakumpo amfa 1 penny 1 peso they are professionals no mu ya adwuma. It is obi ti baby no ka so why are they going to people's homes? Mu di agro. We say we will support the national security to go after any criminal, any corrupt official under Akufo-Addo's government. We need our monies back. We need our monies back. In 2018, when I said MPP party members, they are Bokrono, and now they are billionaires, you people thought to say I was joking. It is a deal where you do Mudiabano. Woman G and Krata, no one go after them. Hey, now crowd Korea, dear crowd Korea banchini body, crowd, police crowd dig, Ediwe Chiba will feel crab a ball set, a year friend say, about fee. Ah? Investigators about fear by searching fee. Who crowd your small boy be a crowd, Umbo chrono casio, what could you be bunch, what could you be body, and now you even suspected the say what chrono cra investigators about fear by searching fee. Mebuana. These people faces here, they should go after them, criminals. Umbo chronoa, you should be bold and face the law. We say. So one more chronoa, they should be bold, no more face the law. Report emerged on Wednesday, 19th March 2025, that the residence of the former Bank of Ghana, Governor Dr. Ernest Addison, had been raided by alleged personnel from National Security. The operation was reportedly led by Richard Jakpa, the Director of Special Operations at the National Security, and involved approximately 20 armed men. Hey, a friend is in America now. States Homeland Security for back in Kofofia, we cried a send part 20 no call. America, then I am helicopters in Akika. Share. Umbra UK na mumere. Say MI Kobe fi national na one UK krasa amute unu ebu anya ambulance but muhunu say be a black cars we no mundam na omu de a friend say omu siren no mu blow ni din. They are after thieves, they are after corrupt people, they are after bad people. Kaze omu di agro. She masa mabokrono na mo wiesika. You should face the law and stop these kind of public sympathy and trying to get some attention from the public. Emma so sena papa sui. Musika na mo wiana mo di tua journalist for kano. So mon kasa mamono. Yensu ebe kasa Ghana. Because Kano was meant to build roads. That's money sa mo wiano. Hey. Moya member na munwe sike bia mo ye huru and as mo huru suppose ya a friend is saying one radio station to one radio station adwasa for ye some more things MPP for some more MPP should concentrate on a reconciliation. Mo concentrate on how to reconcile with your party foot soldiers and party members. Now mo chrono no Ghana National Security Services for dealing with them. What you say? Because any year can say, I just have or your talk, media talk. Maybe a baby or canning some, or city massem. My money who part 1 and 2, I just have. Anyway, part 3, I part 4, on in part 13. Or cancer. Or can somewhat. Corruption won't me see me ye mu be petition the government to say ma me no ano o hwe nkwada aduane so no wawu no yen konko tu ni funu ni yen kodi nasen. Oh yes, anamu adwasafo asem na mo all kan no mo de ma fa ne tra say obi a o ka NPP fo mo asem insem bebre wom corruption insem bebre wom what to President Akufo-Addo anymore wanye foko. Because no one kasa President Akufo-Addo no one kasa or ye captain of Kromfo or no san what ye. Nyame na me kan you. Ye gold ye friend is saying Alisa Matthias be kan ye say President Akufo-Addo gold ni galamse hun sensem ni gold na no bon obi. Omo ye tu no nso mo de a friend is saying Al Jazeera be court. Be si na muntumi fa won court. Omo nim so mo ya Kromfo. And I just afo kan kire. Okay. School feed in their course. So one more said that create a year friend is saying fake a year friend is saying ghost schools, create ghost secondary schools. And this schools are ghost secondary schools. Yes, siphonistica at the core. Now, Paul, I don't much about the list. Me, Mumbusa Esla also say, and Mumu Ghana, or here for our Singapore, or Singapore, the Ninja Morocco. I don't want to know the Chrome Ghana, Esla and on Singapore. And they bet you on Morocco. These are the two countries that Odi more at Trenchy or on Trinidad Ghana. Maybe Makasa Semin, I'm here president of Ghana. Now, can you know you know? Oh, me come discipline will be challenge will be restored. Yeah, the more you know. Oh, the MDCA and I'm more Kasaho. Now coming I'm here president. Oh, couple. Ah, forget it. Fast track high court. Meti a friend is saying speed light a friend is saying a court. Kufo by my window here. We see the only person here bold of fighting corruption was Kufo. On one go for one call after the low-hanging fruit too. And this is the summer as an amogo this slogan. Me Yakufo the enemy, me Jojo Musa. Only a for the president a year Rollins. Only Gen Z is in the same Musa. Or the new cockot and a Peviani Anajo or Copasa. So we should allow the state to work. We should not come and create an impression. We say the state, hunting kofuobi, which hunting kofuobi. Now we are bay funny and hunt to our usru. We are bay for we are witch and ye hunting usru. You are a witch, and any witch behind us here hunting. If you are a witch, you will be hunted. There is nothing wrong. When I was yes, when I be a bay for, and yes, you see a chair bay for, and I'm going to go focus on chair bay for more bay for more. Reverend above from some more bay for more. And it is our baby abba. That's someone I'm most yes, I'm also a witch. Yeah, you better hunt him. Oh, yes, we will hunt the witches. Every witch must be hunted. You better hunt him. Come here, bay for. We are enemies of progress. Look at the way Ghana from kwada course kuna aduane a wo mudi na mo munye wicked ankasa aduane we enkrama kra we UK kra farmer wo na adwa safo abetina ho or ka corruption course wo school feeding ho na say ye kotu maame ni funu ni ye say ye friend is saying ye kodi na sem ene nkofo a wo ho a wo so kan ho bie ni invite adwasafo uko Peace FM uko DFM uko DFM uko kika sansem we adwa national security for se bora na beboa yen na obi bia obo kro no bia ye ni India national security for iboni ene adwasafo kan nsemi ano diarrhea wo kan nsemi te se ni kunu o ma no nyina ye diarrhea o mo keka wo mo nsemi ya no kure ye to nsafra adwasafo so omra no oba no the evidence here. That's a national security for teaching governor. Oh my bonnie. You people should allow Ghana to move on and stop this. Your so-called friend is saying petty partisan politics. We are here for Ghana. Me makato se mi wiase me bae. Edwuma me be ye ya me ni agye ho ya me de ya me my Ghana. So me my Ghana will prosper. Into we ni pabonini. Now you belong to the fifth column. We will fish you out. We are witch. We will hunt you. Witches must be hunted. And witches must be hunted. So what is the hula balu? What is the noise? Munya 8 years to restore the glory of Ghana. You deliberately embezzled the state funds. You came to steal, to kill, and to destroy banks, destroy people's businesses. A lot of Ghanaians died as a result. Karma Pharmaceutical, papa penny, I was or share the business. I say, na me yetotofewa. And the papa no share the business. I say, employ Ghanaians. No we wuko. All thanks to Akufo-Addo. And then the ministers, and then the call for our foul running Ghana down. Sure. Maybe I see Mr. Jakpa. We need the state and the national security. And Ethiopia. Ghana for one, we will not get anywhere. Do your job. We Ghana for na besa baba that was say, hey, Papa, we done as a power be fighting corruption. Because you move no time and for air fighting corruption. We were against him, but actually, I say, hey, Kufo ya there. In general, and I'm telling America say Kufo is the only president of Baya and Kufo me ministers of Ghana from what chiwo mutu. Munchiwo muntum. Me makasa sa man chicken for yatan kwantum. Any Bank of Ghana, governor no kwantum, me ba be a demonstration. Yes. Me fa Ghana girls be brave, me bo naked, and member I'm bo naked. Aye demonstration. Hwe, mukase di agro. Hey, masa, hwe de we Ghana for kwada na ebre. Ora Frank Neromichia. Hwe de we Ghana for kwada ebre, enam stressu, omo ko hwe de. Yekope bibia bedi. Ene me beye den edam ti Ghana for kwada ewu wo Mediterranean Sea so. Na mpanyimfo we sika. I dia ma omo so mo fa mbo o man Ghana, omo di amosi yen kan anu ntu. We should not talk. Are we all right? And that we should fight the very people who are fighting corruption, who are fighting the corrupt officials. We should fight them. Are you guys okay? Is Paul Adumochiri okay? Is it not Paul Adumochiri better land and say, yeah, the Ghana airport, the free network will move from Gatwick to Kumasi International Airport. Mumusa Zagusi saying, and yet this Paul Adumochiri not tough flowers is saying, you know, Mumusa. Please, you guys should spare us. Paul Adumochiri because of say Zoom line or born who by and we munina. What's that? We can't tell the government or Motesu. It will be a support. A supporting power. Or say eyewitness describe how heavily armed operatives, some wearing a balaclavas and wielding AK-47 in the rifle. AK-47 in the as if we sophisticated a year cancer. Muntobi na munus na mokwa. What used to be so uncle fool, only witches, only witches, only a bay for. Let us hunt them. I'm feeling I'm a bit bay. Miss next time, come fuck helicopters. That Ghana fool who say you are not here to play. You didn't come to joke. NDC for next time, call some corrupt officials for we fear, a crumb for we fear. Move for helicopters and call. No say you didn't come to play. Hey, now we got Bank of Ghana governor will be able to meet Jessica Boom. Or disrespecting the legislature. The legislature or disrespecting the legislature. Oh, Rakojo, Radazi. Hey, me say, Obia or no, a whole governor of Bank of Ghana or to me disrespecting the entire legislature. What you say? The lawmakers who the crobia rebiana. That crow is a jungle. And so we had the governor. All because he said President Akufo-Addo the finance minister na downfall to the pen way. I mean, since a moment to one man just uncle for we are to one. Mr. Jakpa Nankasakran, some of us we say Mr. Jakpa o Tiemia. Me say, more national security, more Dr. Rena. You should not allow these thieves, these criminals to go scot-free. Hey, now one tell you, yes, Ghana, you Singapore, you see, baby a Singapore do. Singapore, man, tell you, Lee Kuan Yew kind. Well, see, we have to even arrest people deliberately. Singapore now, person Ghana, yet to say, woman leader, Lee Kuan Yew say, they have to arrest people deliberately. We deliberate too. We almost famra so. We cried the summer famra so I could drink crack, Attorney General Crabba become one set. Me say, you should deal with these NPP corrupt officials. Now, the address of work. Address of work you. And what can you say more? Montema MPP. Ora. What do you mean, Bonity? MPP, Miss Mo MPP, Nipa Kesi bi woman no. Or see a fat Kenoforiata, any Bank of Ghana, and now the or this MPP for crash support to na come na come or MPP ni Kesi or MP or Sansu was or a businessman or so what is it? They call for MPP for ni be support Kenoforiata, any Bank of Ghana governor, former Bank of Ghana governor, Adesina. Na come because him the way Kenoforiata. And now we saw Olusu over $20 million. No one to me to the workers. Now the Yemushin no cobble, Bosiana and Simu, and this Busiano, and yes, in Simu Ketua. I was sorry, I bet now because the national security for you. Who need one? Who walk with this car? Come on to move. Who am I calling this car? No, I'm defending this corrupt MPP for no come on to. About to know. No one na auto yet. Sinister mo kwa. Mumpe aye some new aye Springfield aye Armory. Mumpe bi. Mumpe the St. Victor the 9mm no. Mumpe bi nko. Oti ase aha. Mumpe the Dickinson arms ni bi. Na mumfa nko na epe na mo de amko tia bo friend na mo de nenam. Tia bo friend no de twem. Mumpe the 2025 a year tuo no aba no. Enu bi na mumko fa. Mukopɛ the Trista arms ni bi. Ukɔhɔ amunye mu fa no bi mfa nkɔ. Hwɛ. Abegyina ba nkɔfo mo wia esika di esika bɔ man na bro say, mo abegyina sa me say, ye wo tuo bi wɔ hɔ efrɛ no ɛyɛ tabata. Mumpɛ tabata nkɔ. Sure. These people are witches, so we need to hunt them with tabata guns. Ta 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 ta. Abomo to so much one mo sebi mo ho adwumo na mo ho adwumo woni age mo ho na adwumo oti ase mo ho na adwumo ana mo to na mo yewe me say national security for mo chichi wo mo ntum mo confidence a wo ni bi na kombe ana Victor Solomon ko mu Victor Solomon okoda mu din Sepanyanke okoda mu din na no ka no my four platforms kombe chimiare ti me say mo nchichi wo what you say and the attorney general deputy my making can attorney general aye the message out the babontin what you say ene babontin wa beka na asem kama see no escape hey omo yama no mo fi say NDC for di agro omo adwini nya yo mo say oh NDC for ntimi nya hwe enkokotie justice the AG is actually been so of the view that the AG is being aggressive. I mean, last night there were some searches conducted in some homes, and the views are divided. But I would like to assure the public that we are, as much as we can, pursuing persons who are believed or are suspected to have looted, state assets, being money or other properties. We are committed, and work is going on day and night for that to be done. Most importantly, we are also doing so within the framework of rule of law. Exactly. Because as you may know, there have been instances in the past where persons who are suspected have been treated, have been arrested in manners that don't comply with the rule of law, where violation of human rights and other laws have been broken just because people are suspected. We've also witnessed instances where people have been put on trial for years without any evidence and without any conviction, without any trial. Yes. And they wake up, go to court, and they are just spending money on lawyers. We are determined, and when I say we, I mean my boss, the Attorney General, is of the view, his policy is that
they will not put anyone before any court without having sufficient evidence to prosecute the person. So the reason the reason for the delay we are seeing, or what most of the public are seeing as delay, is that we are making sure that we get the rights, we get it right, we get the evidence before we put someone in court. We are not in the business of putting people before the court and now seeking permission to go and now look for the evidence. At least we must have what we call sufficient evidence to be able to put people before criminal court.
Also, so you're saying the searches, including the BOG, former BOG governor, was sanctioned by office?
So the offices, there are so many. So if you look at how government works, we work with other institutions. People submit complaints. So, but every search that you see, is part of the government framework to fight the corruption. And we take responsibility for.
Take responsibility. Simple.
Those searches and the mode in which were done in accordance with law. Warrants were procured. Warrants were used to conduct those searches.
Good. That's it. Warrant was what? Procured. Warrant was used. Iti Muamoto Tinchenwa. Bank of Ghana and all supporting no more Bank of Ghana and Omo Eco Chessica Brady Gumunua. Omanko a friend saying a parliament and disrespect the legislature no. Allow the law to work. Minianum Ghana for. Mumia Mambra in Yajuma. What you say? Because they be you should say Ghanaians are corrupt. Ghanaians are corrupt. Yenya a political party fighting the corrupt people. We should encourage them. We should support them. And we should allow them to work. Maybe you're corrupt. Maybe you're minister be an ambenya position where Kufuado a pencil and I'm here corrupt. They should come after me. But maybe Kufuado a buy no man kohun. But when I'm corrupt Kufuado. Maybe Kai a brebia be senior be London School of Law. London School of Economics. Emra Kenofuriata by one man the position, very young, brilliant Ghanaian. Just a fantastic guy. I say Onji because Onim Kenofuriata. And at the time, Obama Komono, the buffon pass. Senior, tell him if I go, go. He said, no, you don't understand. And he said, this is a guy who you Christo nipa. When you say fake Christo, to say this guy, so you don't know that man. He portrays himself as an angel, but he's the devil. As somehow the senior Nekatem or say Kenoforiata, he portrays himself as the angel, but he's the devil. He's a 419 man. He's a trickster. He's going to destroy the nation. Because as how you say, he's going to destroy the nation. I'm telling you, he has no idea. He will go and borrow, and then he will use the money unwisely, and they will destroy the nation. They will run away. Kenoforiata is supposed to be in Ghana by now. October 15th March. You guys are not talking about it. The Ghanaian media, you have gone quiet. Ken Oforiatta told the nation that on 15th, by 15th of March, you'll be in Ghana. This is a man who is in Ghana, is Kenya, and says, or else you was saying, baby. And now, remember, channel, or no, so a year, West you national security. What America no will see Ghana for? They say, maybe see conform you look. And I'm sure you say, you bet you or two. One pay. Kenoforiata number 1. Number 2, the governor of Bank of Ghana. Yes, Addis. And some phone and some bonny or Ghana force. In see of fire animal kita Bank of Ghana, any government is so many sika. And so many sika say on the sea headquarters. Ghana force and Kwadani Mebunu Ninesu, almost say we will introduce what? E-levy. When we are just can see a friend is saying a headquarters, and I'm so many can be binti by force. You can see headquarters. Meanwhile, you say Bank of Ghana office next you know, I say you. And I say, yet no more you. He said, you have your markings, Eka some new chamber on the NPP for 5 minutes. Ghana for no more brain comedy woman, no more any woman, percent anytime ya MPP or power, they want shen there. Me can't maybe I can a Kennedy or see your money be president. Now be a president, the Kufo yendi, come on, Kufo the president ni on the man in yet. Anna journalist and I say, man, I got taste, I got taste. From that day, I'm saying, Papa, man, if I become the president, I'll be driving Rolls Royce, man. Rolls Royce. Hey, you'll be driving Rolls Royce when your people cannot even drink clean water. Mindset. I got taste, man. But Kufo is even Kufo there. Oh no, I grown with me. I got taste, man. If I become president, I'll be driving Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. Yes, Rolls Royce, man. The mindset of NPP. When people are crying, when people are dying, they don't care. What they care is warm. So look at Afenya Markins or Parliament. No, but everything is about him. Self-aggrandizement. NPP party is not here. So clearly, ladies and gentlemen, we may catch them say, we have a time because Ghana Blasters here will match. Tina Mashe Mijesi here. We may catch them. More mutie me. Abrochire for. More money. The way the krumha. Aban biya ye omadwuma. What you say? Aban biya ede. Eye omadwuma no. Ye ma wo kwan na omunye omadwuma. Said yes sepepe. What you say? Omunye ma wo kwan. Na national security. Mr. Jakpa mo omunye omadwuma. Ye ma wo kwan na the state, the attorney general omunye omadwuma. If we are going to fight corruption, then we should allow the very people, the very institution, the very professionals to do their job. What you say? Go more. Abayano, ako mufio. So musu say abayano afa kwan bone so a emra wo ho musu betum di abayano afa so. Abayano so dun ni say emra wo ntino. Ono so ye emra no onam ne mra kwan so. Me no mienu. Yetumi tai kire ama omo kwan so omo mfanye. Enti memma partisan politics inti. Memma wo NPP inti. Blinde wo. What you say? Emma wo emotions. Override with signs of reasoning. Don't allow your emotions to override your reasoning. So clearly, Mr. Jakpa and the state and the national security, since you ever fight corruption there, let's support the very institutions fighting against corrupt officials. Sapepe. I don't ever boy. Am I yet me yesika bi? And the abomodian good roads, are building hospitals, are creating jobs. And they John Mahama buy. And I'm a kufuado. I'm a more bonny, I'm a more fool boy. I saw cutting down the ministers. Go for a brain and come by minister. And so one katia, Sikabako. Sikano Sukawa, maybe a nurse and Kedebua, Mebruni Mabawa. Yankunis come from boa. So I believe that we should allow Mr. Jakpa to work. Not only him, on any national security. Yeah, Makeno Furata, Messegan, and Uncle America. And Kongudi Ken, a friend is saying, and the fried rice be, Kentucky fried rice be, fried chicken be, and Concord baby, Concord Tana baby, and Ginny. Or Ghana, no, I share white. Or do America, one share white too. To America, or ball life, papa, and the jacket in the boots. Or your nyatrum. Side in nyatrum, no. With your mind, no, with your mind. Now, Babusa said, a choir of fast, no dear, media, send him a ball. The Deputy Minister of Justice and Attorney General, or Justice, yes, Srem Sai, the ball, the voice, what would tell you? kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo nam mmara kwan so a ɔmo yɛ ɔmo adwuma. We should allow them to work. Obi bia ɔmpɛ sɛ ɛyɛ the Attorney General, Mr. Jakpa, the state, the national security, that person, or your witch. And send every kind. Witch bia must be hunted. What you see? If you say you're witch hunter, can you say now we are witch? We need to hunt you down. We are bayfua. You are bayfua cool. Tis all your bayfua. What's a Ghana or mine? What about mine chrono they are? We need to come after you. Answer questions. Ohunsunwa wakofi. Enye ohunsunwa fine. Omo call attorney, omo call the governor if you me see omo konya millions of Ghana cedis o. Yes, kaketu egu ni fie o. Yetua neka. Dollars dodo omo ko hu ye. Omo ma bontin be kan kire o. Ti say de Cecilia da pa de ne ba ya. Omo ko ni fie omo ko nya sika bebre ya na afi de money counting machine na omo de counting. Sa no mo call Bank of Ghana fee. Me satellite information of the amendment and information here credible. Credible information. Me satellite me bibia no mo nintua. Say na kufu at the time na me information mamu. Sa pepe na we so be mamu. To mo ko ni fee sika pudu egu papa di fee ni sika ketwa. Omo kro no omo bo. Of course, if somebody works, you should allow the people to work. What do I know? What America, Homeland Security for Concophobia, or a PDD, Homeland Security Code if you more for the Dom America for more Hemeboa. More America, FBI Bank of Oviamu, CIA Bank of Oviamu. Today I was speaking to one of our brother, Ghana, he works with the CIA in London. Any friend is another one, I don't know him, only my mate, only we with the MI. Sometimes our people they talk too much. National security, they should allow them to work. Hey, is this one they are complaining? Then they should come here and see the things that we go after people. When we are going, we don't go we don't joke. We go in with full force. Now, crowd winning crata. Police for crab about your crowd who is saying. What tabro chimpa winning cratampu. Police for about film pawuni say. Pastor, you be cheer. Pastor say let the jersey you are wearing bring hope to Black Stars. Amen. Amen. Today the Black Stars will deliver. Inshallah. So please, what tabro chimpa winning cratampu. You see, home office for about film pa. Who say? And they are Donald Trump. O deport to America. Some of the way omo. Now we are talking about someone where we are the statement. And let me read something to you. Something that I think is very profound and very worth sharing with Minyanwa Utie. And I'll read this. And it's what I called, a friend is saying, an elegantly composed piece. And I will read it quickly for you to ponder on it. I will share it on my Facebook so that people can read it. I hear Dr. Ren on Facebook. I don't know why I cannot, stream on Facebook, Dr. Ren. I don't know. I always have difficulty streaming there. Any Dr. Ren politics. I don't know why. That's why lately you see me on TikTok and then a friend is saying, I hear YouTube. Very soon, Minister Basta, you should be expecting us. Now, let me read this. A little bit lengthy, but then I will read it quickly. I say, long ago, the elders of Umofia warned that when a man dips his hands into the communal pot and takes more than his fair share, he brings disgrace not only upon himself, but upon the entire village. They said that if a child steals meat from the soup pot. It is not enough to slap his hand. He must return what he took and clean the pot so that others may eat in peace. So that others may eat in peace. But in today's Umofia, the looters no longer hide in the shadows. They dance in the marketplace. Now note this. Today's Umofia, those who steal our monies, they bribe journalists to defend them. Their own monies that they stole unlawfully, they give it back through the back door and ask them to defend them. Now let me go. He said, but in today's Umofia, the looters no longer hide in the shadows. They dance in the marketplace, pockets full, with the town crier looks the other way. They ride in luxury, move with bodyguards, grace social events, make grand donations, and some are even revered. Oh yes, we worship them in Umofia. That is the gospel truth. A few days ago, a respected former elder stood before the people and revealed something that in any well-ordered village would have sent the elders clutching their walking sticks in outrage. She spoke of how the head of the school nutritional program, an office entrusted with the nourishment of children, approached her with a bold and shameless scheme. What's the plan? The plan? Create ghost secondary schools filled with ghost students so that the real money could be stolen from the king's treasury. In Umofia today, even spirits are entitled to school feeding grants. Very pathetic, very shameful. In a place where integrity still held value, such a revelation would have set the talking drums echoing across the land. Oh yes, but not Umofia. The Igwe's guards would have scrambled. The marketplace would have been filled with whispers, and the elders would have summoned an emergency council meeting. But in Umofia, I dare ask, nothing happened. Not a single feather ruffled, not a single calabash shattered in protest. Even the goats in the marketplace chewed their cud in silence. The people simply shrugged, as if someone had merely announced that the sun would rise tomorrow. It is said that when a dead rat is left too long under the sun, the smell of the rot becomes normal. This is what looting has become in Umofia. A stench so constant that people no longer notice it. The former elder did not stop at exposing the ghost school scandal. She revealed that she had conducted an audit of the school nutritional program and delivered it to the Igwe himself. What did the Igwe do? What became of that report? I'm sure you are also asking. It was placed beneath the great anthill of forgotten things where all uncomfortable truths go to be buried. No one saw it. No action was taken, and the ghost continued to eat at the expense of the living. If a person presents evidence of outright looting, not suspicion, not a rumor, but hard facts, and those in power yawn, what hope remains of the recovering the loot? Who received it? Did the talking drum misplace it on the way to the palace? Or did it, like so many of Umufia's missing fund, simply vanish into thin air? Umufia has no shortage of institutions meant to fight looting. There are councils and offices dedicated to tracking stolen yams, reclaiming missing coins, and bringing thieves before the Igwe. Yet when a scandal of this magnitude emerges, these very institutions remain silent. Have they gone on a spiritual retreat? Have they been offered too many cola nuts and lost their appetite for fighting looting? Are they not given enough resources to fight? Or have they simply decided that looting is no longer worth challenging? There is a great difference between the ordinary farmer who shakes his head in, let me take it again. There is a great difference between the ordinary farmer who shakes his head in resignation and those who swore an oath to protect the village from looting and plundering. When the very people appointed the guard, the granary becomes friends with the yam thieves. Famine is never far behind. Umufia was not always like this. This was once a land of honor, where a man's word was his bond. And the fear of disgrace kept even the most ambitious rogue in check. If a village reaches a point where stories of conspiracies to set up ghost schools at the highest level no longer shakes its foundation, then the question must be asked: has it made peace with looting? If the fight against looting is to be revived, the Anti-Looting Council must act. The missing audit report must be found. Those entrusted with investigating looting must wake from their slumber. And those who have lost their hair must demand answers. Because in the village where looters dine freely at the king's table, it is only a matter of time before anyone else is left eating from empty plates. This is where I end today's show. Should we fight corruption? Should we support the corrupt people so that they will go scot-free? I don't believe so. Obia were corrupt. I am a firm believer. So we should punish corrupt officials. If you know you are corrupt, come out. Thank you, Ghana. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever and ever. Assalamu alaikum. I wish all the blasters the best. 3-0, we are going to win. Go Ghana.